The Tjoget name comes from like the shittiest bar in the neighborhood that closed in 1994. I'm Andreas Bergman. Together with Joel and Simon, we own this place and we're on the show. No, I'm kidding. Someone asked me this recently. I was like, what do you do? I was like, yeah, I do creative stuff and I hire and I fire people. You know, I've been a bartender my whole life. I did that a lot together with Joel, who I opened Tjoget with about 13 years ago, and I worked a lot behind the bar and on the floor here. But like Peppe really is, you know, like he's the guy who's here on the floor still 13 years later. He's like the real restaurateur here, to be honest, you know.
People know me as Pepe here at Tjoget. They also know me as Papi Chulo sometimes. Or you mother also say that sometimes, not all the time though. I've been here for 13 years, since we opened. Here is the bar, the heart of Tjoget. Everything circles around the bar. People must come here for of course, having drinks. So this is the main attraction of Tjoget, the cocktails.
Hi, my name is Hedda Bruce and I'm the general manager here at Tjoget. The concept of the drinks would always be like something that is close to classics, but with a Mediterranean Tjoget twist.
Don't make it too fancy or too hard for ourselves or for our guests to like be able to enjoy the drink.
The ambition was like, we're gonna open the best bar. You know, I didn't know what 50 best was when we opened Tjoget, pretty much. And after it became such a hype, we went from not on the list to 25th on the list. We're never gonna be number one, but we can really be like, you know, a place for like everyone who loves that stuff, but also for everyone else. Elin had some guests here the other day for people coming from New York, and they're like, yeah, this feels like being back in New York 25 years ago when stuff still was like cool. And that's like the biggest compliment ever.
My name is Elin and I'm a restaurant manager. I've known like Andreas and Joel for 10 years because they bought a restaurant for my dad. Me and Joel like met at a party 6 years ago and I told him, I still have a key for your restaurant. And he said, keep it, so you will have use for it one day.
I think that Tjoget is like a family. I not only work with the people, I also hang with them. We talk a lot of personal stuff. So that's made me feel at home. That we respect each other, that we love each other, that we push each other forward.
What is the staff food like?
The staff food? No comments. No. Sometimes very good, sometimes very bad. So that's it.
My biggest dream is that everyone who lives here goes on to doing bigger and better things, you know. Buy the spot next to us, let's go. I'll go head to head with anyone. Because I love that.
My name is Elias. I work at Tjoget as a head chef. Tjoget means a lot. It's been in my home. I've been working here for a very, very long time. I feel ashamed to say it sometimes, but it's like, I think it's 10 years now. It's Mediterranean food, so it's like south of France, Spain, much Spain. We do some Middle East. We do small dishes, so everything is sharing plates. The biggest part of Tjoget nowadays is because it's opened at Hornstull.
It's a mixture of every kind of people that Stockholm has to offer, I would say. So I would say it's quite hard to define like the classic Tjoget guest. That's why this place is so vibrant. You get people from all around the world and all around Stockholm.
I think Hornstull belongs to Tjoget and Tjoget belongs to Hornstull.
I'm Isaac Johansson, the head bartender. Tjoget is like the institution for cocktails in Stockholm or in Sweden. There's a lot of nice, great bartenders come like from working at Tjoget. We invite people to come to Stockholm, to come to our bar. They get a shift here behind the bar at Tjoget to make their drinks. So we've had bars from Cartagena in Colombia to Singapore to almost all corners of the world. Everyone takes inspiration from everyone. Tjoget, for instance, is inspired by like a lot of New York-style cocktail bars. We always sit down, the whole team, big idea meeting, and talk a bit flavors, style of drinks. Then we try it again and again and again for maybe like a month or two. So everyone gets their say in the cocktail menu process, which is super nice.
So the drink we've been making today is called Pool Lunch Martini. Was actually one of the owners who created this cocktail, Andreas Bergman.
We're gonna make a drink that's a pasta dish. So like brown butter and sage with like tagliatelle is like...
So we took the vodka martini and the brown butter and sage pasta and made like a twist out of it.
I have such a great team in the bar. They don't need me to like tell them how to make cocktails. They'll tell me.
When we make this cocktail, we take a pan, brown the butter, add some fresh sage to the brown butter. Then we add the liquid gold, Absolut vodka, let it sit for a couple of hours. Then we sous vide like the cold drink. And then into the freezer over the night.
The name Polo Lounge Martini comes from a Drake and Rick Ross song because they're rapping like spaghetti bolognese in the Polo Lounge. The thing with drinks, like if it's a bad name, it can be a great drink. But if the name's bad, no one's gonna order it because you feel like an idiot ordering a... But like ordering a Polo Lounge Martini, you feel like the coolest guy in the room. Why wouldn't you order that drink?
I think that the brown butter and the sage works very well together with the butterscotch notes that you can find in the Absolut vodka.
It's pretty drinkable. Drinkability is a big thing here at Tjoget.
Absolut vodka has been a big supporter for Tjoget since the day we opened, actually. And they've been very supportive with bringing academies here from all over the world. We take out the butter and the sage, strain the infused Absolut vodka. Then we add some Italian aperitif white wine, some fancy ice. Stir it until it's ice cold, and then it's ready to drink.
We usually do like most cocktails during like opening hours. Like the dinners, we usually serve cocktails all dinner. Hosting here is like hosting at home. I do the same thing when I host at home. I would really like to take care of people, learning about your guests and like having regulars coming back and knowing their order. I like that a lot. During a Saturday here, we're open for lunch. We usually start out with the people coming here having a Bloody Mary and a burger. And then they fill up the beer cafe and the bar. Dinner starts at 5 or 6. After 10 or 11, people start coming here to have fun, transforming them into almost like a nightclub-ish.
It's very different coming here Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday night. It's just like a more chill vibe. Then on weekend it is like, you know, packed restaurant, packed bar. So being able to like do both is what makes this place great.
We like this to be like a place that people stay at and not only have like a short stop.
I'm here on a date. I brought my parents here for dinner. I'm here to party. There are a lot of like different people coming here for different reasons. And I think that's a beautiful thing. That's what really makes it a neighborhood restaurant. You know, fortunate to feel that, you know, there's something here that's like been around for a long time, and I hope it can be here for a very, very long time. I have a son who's 3 years old. I wish he can work as a runner here when he's 18, so he learns something good from this business, which is such a beautiful business to be in. It's not the best bar in the world, but it's the nicest place on earth.